Hi, my name is Markell. Originally from Northern California. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm 30 years old. So, I grew up in the church, singing in the choir, always going to church every day, just about. After I went to school, I went to choir rehearsal, band practice, then went to Bible study. Everything I did was about church and school.
How could I ever live without you?
All I did was church, go to every service that they had going on. Outside of going to school and trying to finish my homework, I went straight to church.
Tell me which way I can let you go and you're free.
Even my punishment was not going to church if I didn't have my homework together. My mom did not play that game. Now, when it comes to insecurities, I had insecurities about like my appearance, and cousins teased me about my nose and just kind of made me feel like I wasn't smart and made me feel like I was stupid. A lot of times older cousins would just really just kind of talk down to me, and it really made me feel small as a kid.
These times will never go away again.
I started to know different things and feel different things when it comes to attraction to the opposite sex versus the same sex. As a kid, I kind of would feel some type of way about a boy, and it would feel good, and then didn't really know what exactly it was until I got older. I started to realize that there was attraction towards the same sex. Even that kind of put some toll on me because I was taught that it was wrong and it was a sin and you would go to hell for liking the same sex. Come to 2014, I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, and that's when it all started. I found myself sleeping around, found myself going from bed to bed. Honestly, I ended up getting HIV. I don't even know who it was, but I went to the doctor in 2020. Actually found out that I thought that I had COVID. It was kind of hard to accept the fact that the doctor was telling me that it's a possibility that I could have HIV. When they told me that, I kind of got a little nervous, and I called on one of my friends, and they really told me that it's not a death wish. That gave me a little peace of mind, but I was still uncomfortable with the fact that I could possibly have that. So once the nurse told me about getting HIV, I actually ended up calling a couple of friends. So one of my friends told me it's not a death wish. Another friend said that they have it, and they gave me their spiel about it and how comfortable they felt. I ended up talking to somebody. I was in the dating phase of talking to somebody, and I ended up telling them because I wanted to let them know what's going on. When I told them, all of their actions started changing. They started pulling back. Then I kind of really wanted to figure out what's going on. So when I asked them why are they pulling back, they felt uncomfortable about me telling them that I could have the possibility of having HIV. And at that time, it wasn't really confirmed. So once I kind of figured that out, we ended things. Then I kind of knew that. Then I knew that it was just, it's not going to be easy to find love. So once I go down the line to May, I ended up finding somebody who made it more comfortable to be with somebody who is not afraid of whatever your health issues are.
This love is gonna leave me alone. Such a drag to be on your own. My baby left me, I didn't see why. Well, I guess I'll have to cry.
throughout 2020, I really was depressed, and I had to find myself go for a walk or running because I needed to free my mind from the thought of me having some issues with my health. It's not easy to talk about, but I'm finding the confidence to be more free and be okay that I have this. So the real tea is, none of my family knows that I have HIV. And it's kind of hard to talk about. I don't really care that they know. But I know once they find out, it will hurt them because I don't really talk to them about a lot of my personal life. And just even sitting here talking about it I'm trying to bring the courage to be okay with who I am and where I am in life. I'm a better me now that I know that I have HIV. I know that I'll be okay. I'm not the same Markell that was in California singing praise and worship. I'm a different and better Markell for me, not because of what other people want me to do and how they want me to live. I'm free. I am undetectable. And when I found that news out, that actually gave me more peace of mind, that I really will be okay, that I'm not going to die because I have this. It's not a death wish, but I'll stay strong. Depression is real. HIV is real. You'll struggle. You'll feel down, but get around some friends that will boost you to get you to a better place mentally, physically. Don't let life get you down. Life has its ups and downs. Get out, get some air, walk, run, exercise, do something fun, but don't stay down. Depression is too real. Many of us have lost our life. Many of us have HIV. Get help. Don't be down. Stay strong. Stay encouraged. It's okay. You'll make it. You won't die from this. Stay strong. Call the HIV hotline, 800-551-2728. Get help. This is my untold truth. Hey everybody, what's going on? This is your boy Markell, and I'm here to let you know that I have a baking company called Taste of Favor. Look, the holiday season is here, and I have all types of delicious pound cakes for you to try. Place your order today with Taste of Favor. You can go to Instagram and follow us there at tasteof_favor. That again is tasteof_favor. Hit us up today.
Look at me, tell me what you see.
Hi, my name is Ty. I'm from Columbus, Ohio, but I reside in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm 25 years old.
And I want the truth because
When I was younger, I always had insecurities and being bullied about my lazy eye, especially my teeth. And I went to Boys and Girls Club. I started to receive backlash when I got in middle school and high school, and I was being cyberbullied and bullied about my sexuality because I never came out yet.
It's everything I know I gave a life.
And the Boys and Girls Club was basically my outlet to really grow and to show who I was as a person.
If I lose it all and I don't want it back, I don't need it back.
My mom was most definitely addicted to drugs. That was basically what she's still on now. I started to notice a change my junior year in high school when I stopped receiving backlash. I stopped receiving a lot of negative feedback, and I became a senior, and I was basically the oldest of the bunch. I still face a lot of insecurities about my lazy eye, my teeth, just stuff that's not really comfortable with me. Because that's what I was mostly bullied with, so it's like just to see me go through the situations that I used to in the past and then still have it today, it's like really a big insecurity.
It is not what you go through that determines where you end up. It's who you listen to. Because I think right now, you are walking through a valley between two voices. One is wisdom, one is worry. One is gratitude, one is grumbling. One is blame, one is faith.
Because every time you break, and in every way that you break, wow, it's a chance for you to give up and for you to fall apart.
When I was in high school, I dealt with bullying and cyberbullying. It was very hard for me to overcome it and to keep my grades up. 3 or 4 years ago, I was on my way to becoming a statistic. I was a young black male, fell into school with a broken family, no plans for my future. I don't think that I would be anywhere if it wasn't for the Boys and Girls Club helping me out during my time in need. In 2014, I moved to Atlanta, Georgia. This was when I was freshly new, didn't know where to go, who to talk to. I moved in with my sister about 2018. I dealt with my first mentally abusive relationship.
I lose my breath. Oh, every time you take me in with just your eyes in my bed.
And that was like really hard for me to overcome and, focus on. I've never been in a situation to where I allowed a man to continuously cheat on me, and I felt that it was okay to take them back because I watched people in my family get cheated on and take their relationship back. I was on the verge of committing suicide.
Though you're still the one, he's been getting on my love.
I just think that situations when you're really in love with somebody, and I feel like you shouldn't allow a person to dictate your life off of who you actually value and love. After I gave my life to Christ,
And though you're still the one, he's been getting on my loving.
got baptized, I switched over a whole new leaf, and that was the best moment I have ever had in my whole entire life. I felt that I needed to go to church. I felt that I needed to get baptized in order for me to remember who I was in the first beginning, and to also love me and to love myself and to also love others around me and basically treat everybody equally.
They said I'd never be a leader. They said I'd never wear a crown. If I wanted to be someone.
Now, I'm in a better space. I'm loving myself. I'm confident in myself. I'm not being in a situation to where I'm bullied. I speak about situations that I've dealt with bullying and cyberbullying, and it was very hard. Very, 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 very hard. I've never thought I would ever come out of any of those situations.
I lost a lot of friends. I sacrificed a lot. I do it all again. 'Cause I made it to the top. But I can't keep doubting myself anymore. No.
Being mentally abused, cyberbullied, and bullied isn't okay, and I advise you to seek help immediately. I know in my situation, I always had the Boys and Girls Club as an outlet to help me out. You can reach their hotline at 1-866-488-7386. Being in my mentally abusive relationship, being cyberbullied, and being regular bullied isn't okay. I'm a survivor of it. I overcame a lot. And this is my Untold Truth.
You think you know, but you don't know the half. You think you beat me down, but I'll have the last laugh.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Keon Stafford, and that is the real Keon Stafford. If you're watching this video, get on over there to youtube.com/the real Keon Stafford and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell so you won't miss me live weekly. That's weekly, y'all, at 9 p.m. as we laugh, we cry, we talk shit. But most of all, when y'all with me, we gonna have some fun. While you at it, go ahead and add me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, add me on Snapchat, all at the real Keon Stafford. Tell a friend, tell your mama, tell your cousin, tell your auntie, tell your sister, tell all your little family that y'all be kikiing the ha-ha with to get on over there and follow me on all social media at the real Keon Stafford. Bye.
My name is Barry Pendleton. I'm 34 years old. I'm from Montgomery, Alabama, by way of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I currently reside in Atlanta, Georgia.
Wish I would have known back then.
My childhood was pretty good for the most part. I was somewhat of a mama's boy. I didn't really like to hang out with my family. They had a personal issue with me. Never really understood why. Didn't really care, because as I said, I was a mama's boy.
But you didn't know its worth. I thought we were strong. Guess I was wrong. Now I'm here standing.
I never really had insecurities because my mom always validated me. So I didn't feel like I was a little kid. I didn't feel like I had an overbite, or bad skin, or anything. I was a churchgoer. Believe it or not, I actually love church. You know, pastors preach about dealing with the same sex being a sin, all the other good stuff, but my mom always told me no matter what I wanted to do, that I could do it. And no matter what I decided to do, she would respect it. So I never really cared about what anyone thought, anyone said, or anything like that. If I had to choose an insecurity, it would have to be my anger. Being so, I have the tendency to lash out and take things a little bit too far. So if I have an insecurity, that would be it. There was never really a change to notice. I always knew that I was attracted to men and or guys. I covered it up by having multiple girlfriends, sleeping with multiple women, and by me doing that, I had my first child at the age of 14. My first sexual experience, I was 6 years old. Me and my siblings were at the park, and I was molested in front of them.
It's like I ran away from you.
Being molested at 6 years old in front of my siblings, of course, I didn't really know if it was right or wrong. So as a child, when something like that happens to you, your first instinct is to go and tell your mother, your father, your parents, whomever. I did that. I remember after telling my mom that she did what she was supposed to do. We didn't know who the guy was, had never seen him. So she did what she was supposed to do. Her maternal instincts kicked in, and she sent me and my siblings to live with my aunt, not far, but far enough, until she got the situation under control and or handled. We moved further away from the city. At this time, I think I was around 8 years old. My mom was working 2 jobs, going to school full time, and it was 5 of us. So it was hard for her to find someone to babysit.
I wish I knew how it would feel.
This particular night, I remember my cousin, his name is Chris. I remember him supposedly, he was supposed to be babysitting me and my brother. This particular night, he got really, really drunk, and he molested me and my brother. At the time, as I said, I was 8, my brother was 4. Never told my mom, never mentioned it to the family. Today, 26 years later, this is the first time I'm actually speaking about it. I have a lot of anger issues. Part of that pertains to my anger issues.
Remove all the bars that keep us apart. I wish you could know.
I was walking home on Friday, and my sister, she was a couple of grades ahead, so she was already in high school. As I said, I was never bullied because people knew that I would fight. So I was never bullied. It was a lot of chitter chatter behind my back, but never to my face. So I was never bullied. I didn't grow into puberty until I think I hit maybe 16. So I didn't have any facial hair. I had long hair. I either had it in cornrows or a ponytail. So I looked like a 13-year-old flat-chested girl. So people thought I was a girl until I opened my mouth. I was walking home on a Friday, and I remember 5 guys who I knew from the neighborhood or around the neighborhood, and whom my sister knew because she was in school with them. They played on her football team.
Sometimes you picture me, I'm walking too far ahead.
Again, I was 13, and I think I weighed maybe 90 pounds. They gang raped me. They jumped me, dragged me into the woods. One held me down, two held me down, one had my arms, one had my feet, and they took turns raping me. I didn't tell my dad, but I did tell my brother. Telling my brother, I don't think was a mistake, and I don't feel bad for it. I was jumped, I was held down, and I was gang raped by 5 guys that played on the high school football team. When I turned 17, my mom got sick. She started getting really, really sick, and at that time I had moved out of the house. I remember her calling me and telling me she needed me to come home, and I asked why. She wouldn't give me an explanation. I decided to go home. A couple of months after me being home, she started getting worse. She started throwing up blood, and one time I was asleep, and I remember her falling down the stairs. My mom spent 12 days in the hospital. They were running tests after tests after tests. I knew what it was because I had already told her what it was. She calls me and my siblings up to the hospital, and I knew what I was walking into, but I wasn't mentally prepared for it because, as I said, my mom was my best friend. And she told us that she had cancer. And because she waited so long to get it treated, it had progressed to stage 4 cancer. Not only did it progress, it traveled to her brain and her heart, and she was diagnosed with early Alzheimer's.
You and I are like a crazy, stupid, raging fire.
I felt like in that moment, that was the time for me to tell my mom my truth. I then decided to tell my mom that I was gay. And she took it how I thought she would. She wasn't disappointed because she had already knew. She had me make a promise that I didn't keep. She made me promise to protect myself and to take care of my health. I am now sitting here 11 years HIV positive and undetectable because of him. When I found out I was positive, I didn't care about being positive. I cared about the fact that my mom asked me to take care of myself and to take care of my health. And I felt like I had let her down. Not only that, I had siblings and I had kids that I had to tell that I was positive. No one took it well. And because no one took it well, I decided that I was going to take my life. I swallowed a bottle of sleeping pills while I was laying in the hospital bed. I didn't care about anyone loving me. I didn't care about dating anyone. Anything I do, I put my kids first. It wasn't even about my siblings. It was about my kids. I had to tell my kids that their dad was HIV positive. So I felt like not only did I fail my mom, I failed my kids. I then found out 4 years later that I had stage 1 small cell metastatic lung cancer.
How can I forget the times you held my hand and wiped the tears from my eyes? How can I forget? Oh yeah, that when I need.
So that is my story. Having HIV, going through cancer, burying my mother, burying 2 of my kids. I almost ended it. I really didn't take being HIV positive really hard. I just decided that if I got into any relationship or any type of dating situation, that I would be upfront from the beginning and let the individual know that it was something that I was living with. Today I'm fine. I'm in a better space. For anyone who's living with HIV, someone who has been sexually assaulted, you can reach the sexual assault hotline 7 days a week, 24 hours a day at 1-800-656-4673. This is my untold truth.
Much better today, much better today, so much better. You're feeling better today, much better today, much better today, much better today. Feeling better today, much better today, much better today, so much better. You're feeling better today, much better today, much better today.
Out on the floor, I like the way you move. Make me wanna see more of all the things you do. When the DJ play your favorite song, make you wanna sing along. Then you make me wanna dance, throw up both my hands and get down.
Hi, my name is Darius. I'm from small town Louisiana, and I currently live in Atlanta, Georgia.
Flip my world upside down. I got lost and I couldn't be found. So much on my shoulders and so much on my mind. Seems no one can help me. I think I just
Currently working towards modeling, acting, and musical all as one.
times I wish I could hide away, looking for a place to get away from all the heartache and pain.
Growing up, school was the biggest thing in the household. My mom wasn't really good in school, but she finished. My dad was great in school, but he didn't finish. So of course with the kids, we had to come through with the accomplishments. So I was always really good in school, honor roll, all through. It was my favorite thing about it. As far as insecurities go, it was more so about my social life, because I was more focused on my books than anyone else, and because of that I got teased a lot. I didn't think of anything of it because, you know, I'm a child, but it did hit me a little bit because I wanted to have, you know, the whole friend vibe and everything, invites and whatnot, but that wasn't my thing because I was being, you know, the nerd.
He said, death come fast, I wanna be free, closer to the sky.
The big city of Atlanta has brought a lot of opportunity towards me, networks, opportunities, more creatives, more modeling, gigs, more photographers. Everyone that I could possibly imagine working with is here. Modeling amped for me when I moved out of my apartment in Natchez, Louisiana. I was there for about a good year, and one of my other model friends told me I should go to this expose. I went to it, and before I knew it, I was getting calls for flying fashion shows in Baton Rouge and New Orleans. I did Essence Fest, and then I met photographers from here that took me to Atlanta to get more work done out there for a fashion show, so it's been great. At the moment, I do print modeling, runway, everything. Now in Atlanta, it's more so normal for the people to want to do a lot of taboo type shoots as far as risque. I like to view myself more as like high fashion, although I do love to indulge in a good risque shoot. I had a friend in school in 7th grade. He wasn't attracted to me until the 8th grade. He went by the name of Lee. And he was just a regular light-skinned guy in middle school for 7th grade. But 8th grade, he was like this hot throb. And I didn't understand what was going on with it. Now, me knowing that I might have some homosexual tendencies, the way I was raised and how I grew up, I knew that was never going to be accepted. So it didn't even dawn on me to acknowledge it. I had the feeling for the boy and never acted on it. I didn't have my first act of sexuality with a man until my 10th grade year of high school.
I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind. It feel like my life ain't mine. Who can relate? Woo! I've been on the low. I've been taking my time. I feel like
that was a horrendous experience. My mom found out about it. It was extremely ratchet.
I think a lot of my self-harm and suicidal tendencies comes from childhood, honestly, from elementary on up. For some reason, I had this fantasy that I would be living with a Caucasian woman and we have this mixed child. I was living in a colorist fantasy, something pretty horrible, actually. The gay thing came on a little more so from the family side as well when I was called a punk and gay before I knew what it actually meant. And that bothered me a bit in a subconscious manner. Because I had a lot of tendencies that I felt were feminine that I couldn't express because I felt like subconsciously this is wrong, even though it comes natural to me. There was an instance, I'm in the kitchen, being weird for some reason. I'm playing with a mop. I have it upside down, and I'm acting as if the mop is a female and she's a client in my hair salon. And I'm telling her, ooh girl, you really need to do something with these locks. This hair is just not it. That indicated right there that it was unacceptable in the household. It didn't take much from what my dad said to me, but from his comment, I knew that was not going to be the move at home. He leaned over from the couch and told me, hey, you need to play another fucking game. And then I sat back, turned the mop back over, and acted as if I was cleaning the house or some shit. It just came natural. It just naturally meant, okay, when you feel this level of comfortability, shut it off because it's unacceptable. Ultimately, I felt subconsciously fearful and, scared for my life and whatnot because I knew about my father's temper and whatnot. I can tell by my own that it was pretty inevitable. It never got to a violent state until later years. I just knew from watching television and my parents that being with a woman was correct. But when I actually began to get erections and whatnot, it was never towards a female. I told myself that, maybe it really is just a phase. I'm like, because I know damn well that I can't be gay. This is not going to work. I won't live if I'm gay. This ain't going to work.
Maybe I'm not too good at saying goodbyes, gotta give it up. Maybe I'm supposed to break down. I'm willing to fake how you making me feel to me, whatever. Somehow I thought I could be with you. I thought it was real with you. Doubted myself now.
Wednesday I had an experience with a guy, unprotected, under an abandoned porch.
Maybe it's a lie to keep but I know you won't do right. So I gotta get to life.
Following Friday, I'm in a new relationship, and we have also unprotected sex. I started noticing, issues, because, we verse and whatnot. Versing as far as we take turns in pleasuring one another. And from that, I started looking up, typing in the symptoms, the worst thing possible. And it popped up, possible anal fissure or hemorrhoids or herpes. Symptoms getting worse and worse. Finally, it's to the point to where I have to go to the hospital. I go to the hospital, urgent care, tell the lady my symptoms. She doesn't even touch me, and she tells me, well, I can tell you right now that you have genital herpes. I immediately burst into tears, belligerent, could not handle it. She told me to compose myself and to go sit in the lobby while she got the paperwork together. So I'm sitting there, losing my shit in the lobby. They hand me the pamphlet, you have genital herpes. I get in the car, I'm listening to Thinking About You by Frank Ocean. That's the last song I remember. And all I could think was, get in this car and drive as fast as you can into a tree. Got a test done at Christus Cabrini. Negative for herpes. Almost lost my life over nothing. You live and you learn. And I'm living, I'm still learning. And this is my untold truth.
My own strength, survived my darkest hour. My faith kept me alive. I picked myself back up, hold my head up high. I was not built to break. I didn't know my own strength. Oh.
Oh, you thought it was over? It is.